she is. This here is the inner axle seal that went bad, and it was causing differential fluid to leak all over my steering knuckle and my brakes and all that good stuff. Now this here is the main culprit for all of the work that I'm now undertaking. It all started with needing to replace these guys here, and then all of this other stuff is kind of just things that I might as well replace while I'm in here. The truck is old, it's got, you know, almost 300,000 miles. All of these parts need to be replaced eventually, so I might as well just take care of all of that now, so I don't have to worry about it somewhere down the road. Just about wrapped up with the inner axle seal job. As you saw, I put the differential back, I put the differential cover back on. Now all that's left to do is fill that up, and that should be done, knock on wood. Now I just removed my steering knuckles because I'll be replacing all of my ball joints and then a bunch of other stuff. So step one is complete though. The inner axle seals are done. Absolute madness right now. Out with the old ball joints and in with the new. I read that if you leave the new ball joints in the freezer for a while before installing them, they're a lot easier to press in, so that's why they look a little bit frosty. The amount of unforeseen issues that can come up while you're working on a vehicle, especially a big job that you've never done before, is quite astonishing. So many little things that you would have never really guessed would happen end up happening, and then you spend the entire day just trying to figure out how to get around one little problem that you're having. But the cool thing with auto mechanic work is the more jobs you do, the more little tips and tricks you gather along the way, and the more knowledge and just expertise on how to get around those problems a lot quicker the next time. Half the battle is just having the right tools, I swear. There's like a freaking specific tool for everything you can think of. It's quite incredible. Fresh new ball joints pressed in. Today, I'll be installing these, which are new front axle U-joints, universal joints, and hopefully we'll be reinstalling my axles. This guy here, and this guy over here. I've never actually done any of this work before, and it's a pretty big undertaking, so I'm really just taking my time, going bit by bit, trying to do things properly and make sure that I don't have to go back in and do it again. But you never know, I guess. Here is my old axle shaft that I'll be reusing, and I actually got new stub shafts because I had corrosion on the inside of my old one. So, and here we've got brand new universal joint, or my U-joint. Oh, there's a big glob of grease that just flew out, bro. Get back in there. There you have it, folks. Brand new OEM axle U-joint and a new stub shaft. So this axle is done and ready to go back in. Come on, buddy. Your friend came off nice and easy. Don't you want to be nice and easy like your friend? There we go. Come on. You're started now. Yes, sir. Good boy. Good boy. All right, folks. New U-joints and stub shafts are officially done. That's one more piece of the puzzle. All right, guys, this is an exciting moment. We've got the axle fully rebuilt with a new U-joint, new seals. Oh, hi, Kaya. Hello. You're in my shot. Can you go over there? Can you go over there? Oh, thank you, thank you. Here's my little shop helper. Okay, go over there. Go, go, go. Come on, over there. New axle going in. We're currently at a standstill on the repairs while I wait for the next round of parts to arrive in the mail. So today I figured that I would take the day off, head out to the forest with Kaya, and just do a little bit of relaxing. It's been a pretty long week working on the truck, and I've got some tasty food to cook up. We're gonna play some fetch. It's just gonna be a nice little break. Now I know a lot of folks out there are probably curious about my Tundra, and this here is my daily driver currently, because every Ford owner needs a backup Toyota for when their Ford is broken down. Yeah, it's a first gen Tundra, great truck, couldn't say enough good things about it. Found a sweet deal on Craigslist that I jumped on, and I've been driving it around while the Ford is getting worked on. This is the truck here, it's a 2004 Toyota Tundra. It's got the crew cab, 4 full doors, luxury leather interior, 6.5 foot bed, and of course it's got 4-wheel drive. A lot of you folks probably remember when I used to drive a first gen Tundra as my primary rig. I carried the Slumber Queen, the first truck camper I ever had. I carried my Bigfoot, my little Bigfoot camper, and as well as a few other camper setups along the way. And it's always been such a great platform, and I really love these trucks so much, and I wish that I could carry the cabin with this truck because these things are just rock solid dependable. But alas, unfortunately, these trucks aren't really made to carry that much weight, especially not an entire wooden cabin. So that's why I'm in the Ford Super Duty right now, because those trucks are just super tough and they're built to haul heavy loads, whereas the Tundra, not so much. Anyways, I'm starving. Let's get to cooking. Got this ribeye steak that I'll be cooking up for lunch, which is quite the luxury, but check that out. That is a beautiful chunk of meat there. First things first, just gonna go ahead and pat this thing dry of all the moisture. Actually not gonna do too much pepper because I don't want it to get all burnt up. Got salt on that side. Cheers. Cheers. Bink. We are going all out for this steak, guys. We got garlic, a little bit of thyme, rosemary, and some Kerrygold butter. That's all gonna be for basting the steak. We're making this restaurant-worthy steak out here in the woods on the tailgate. It's gonna be good. Cast iron, of course. As you can see, the truck is parked kind of on an angle or a slope, which is not really ideal for cooking, but it's what we got. It's what we're working with. So unfortunately, as I was packing everything up, even after I double checked to make sure that I had everything, I somehow managed to forget my meat thermometer, so not gonna be able to use temperature to gauge the doneness of the steak. In an ideal situation, you would use a meat thermometer, of course, if you want the exact doneness that you're going for. Instead, we'll just be going by good old-fashioned timing and hope for the best. It's been just about 3 minutes. I'm gonna have a little peek to see if it's ready to flip. Oh yeah. That's looking pretty good. And we'll just go ahead and drop that glob of butter in there. Also got cloves of garlic going in, and our rosemary and thyme. Should've got a bigger spoon to baste this with. Okay, last but not least, I'm just gonna sear the fat cap on the side. All right, guys, this is it. Moment of truth, no meat thermometer. We just went for it. Let's see how we did. There you have it, folks. Big old plate of steak there. I'm really excited for this. This looks phenomenal. I think it actually turned out pretty perfect. It's about a medium rare. I think that for no meat thermometer, I really couldn't have done it much better. Oh man, that is unreal. All of the flavors from the rosemary and the thyme and the garlic just accent the taste of the beef perfectly. Buttery. Here's a little piece of that garlic. Come. Here you go. That's probably the tastiest thing that she's ever eaten, honestly. I can't eat anymore. That was a 1 pound steak, and looks like I could only get through about a little more than half of it. So the rest, I'm just gonna package up here. It's kind of crazy how when you're eating just like pure real food, you get full so much quicker. When you're eating like starches and sugars and all of the artificial crap, it feels like you could just kind of keep eating indefinitely, at least for me. But with real food, once I get to that point, I'm just done. I don't want any more. I'm satisfied. I'm trying to get the truck done in time so I could do a big summer trip. Originally, I had a really big trip planned that at this point, this late into the summer, I'm not quite sure it's gonna work out, but I'm going full speed ahead, really trying to get the truck done ASAP. As soon as this next round of parts gets in, I'm just gonna install them so I can hit the ground running and get back on the road. Anyways, thanks like always for watching. Hopefully by the next video, the truck is either done or getting there, and I'm hoping that I see you guys out on the road in the very near future. Enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you folks in the next one. Peace. Come on.